What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm MoedotJ and we are locked in. This is episode 4 of Euphoria. And this season is looking like they hit the high points in maybe episode 1 and 2. And we're starting to level on out. Hopefully it picks back up. What did we see last week? We seen Ashtray going against Cal's head. I'm talking about butter the shotgun. Boom, boom, boom. All because Cal got the wrong information, went over here and Fez and them, they weren't playing. But before we jump into episode 4, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, Rue, like I say every week, Rue is Rue. She's on drugs. We know that's going to happen. But we seen that there's a relationship forming between Jules and Elliot that we didn't think would have happened. So let's jump into it. This is episode 4 of Euphoria. We start the episode off with Rue talking about how much she loves Jules. Now we're starting to see different historical things like paintings, different movies where Rue is fantasizing those two playing those roles and being deeply in love, doing all kinds of weird things together. But that's how much they love each other. Rue and Jules are in here and Jules going down on her, but Rue is so high. She's like, man, I can't even tell what's going on. So she ends up faking an orgasm. But that's because she's so high. She doesn't want Jules to know that because she's been hiding it. She's been going over Elliot's house, getting high as hell. But we also know she just got a suitcase full of drugs and she don't know how she's going to pay it back. Jules goes over to Elliot's house because she knows that he's kind of feeling her. But these two, their relationship is starting to build up. You remember while Rue was out getting the drugs, these two were just at the spot chilling. Now she's sitting here, she's saying, I could tell that Rue faked the orgasm. And Elliot was like, damn, really? Elliot is calling her bro, like, dang, you don't know what you're doing down there? Let me show you, bro. Now these two, they get into bed, they're licking on each other's hands. Like, I'm not about to, man, no, I'm not doing that with somebody. What the hell? But they do this in the bed and then they end up looking at each other and they start kissing. I'm like, man, I thought this dude Elliot was feeling rude. But you know, it's Euphoria. Hey, you are who you are. We know Cassie's been going through a depression. I'm talking about funky, going to school, dancing like she's in Oklahoma. Now, it's Maddy's birthday, and she's in here lighting candles. But we know what's going on between her and Maddy. Not a damn thing, because she thinks she's in a relationship with Nate. When in reality, Nate's just banging every Friday. Maddy's hugging Cassie like, oh, it's my birthday party. We turning up. Your mama house the coolest. Because, you know, her mama don't care. As long as y'all don't mess up and get pregnant, her mom don't give a damn. Y'all can drink beer. Y'all can come over here and do whatever the hell y'all want. Smoke a little bit. Drink a little bit. Who cares? But Cassie, she's over here and she's not acting normal. Because Maddy, she's still dealing with Nate and Nate still likes her. So she's saying, I didn't really notice how much I really loved you and thought we needed to be together until we broke up. Now, Nate, he's listening to this because they over at the house that Maddy babysits at. You know, the rich people where Maddy be putting on all the clothes that ain't hers, taking pictures. Oh, I'm flying. Hey, Maddy, them ain't your clothes. But Nate's listening to this. He's like, man, I really don't want to be here. Cassie's going through it because if you remember last week, Nate was supposed to get up with her on that weekend where they always meet up, but he went over to Maddy's house. And that's when she was telling him how much she loves him. So what is Cassie doing? Because she was on the phone trying to call Nate and he's like, chill. She's drinking. That's how she getting rid of all her pain. She's drinking. I'm talking about throwing the drinks back. Cassie's over at Nate's house and he's in the bathroom getting ready. And she's in here crying and everything. She got the big t-shirt on. She's just trying to understand, what's wrong, Nate? We're together. And he's like, no, we're not together. The problem is, Cassie, you want everything your way and it can't be that way. And of course she gets mad. Nate's like, man, what the hell is wrong with her? So Nate is getting upset because she's saying, you don't belong with Maddy. And Maddy don't belong with you. Y'all are toxic. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you two don't be together. Don't end up together. You belong with me. And he's like, what the you being crazy? That's nothing to be proud of. And Cassie's like, you know what? I'm leaving. I know, Nate, just cut both of them on, bro. You got bigger things to worry about inside that household with your damn daddy Cal. Before she leaves, he tries to stop her because she's storming out. She is upset. He says the 4-letter words you should never say, especially if you in high school, fellas. L-O-V-E. Cassie, I love you. She looks back and she just storms off. We know Lexi's been putting together her play, so she's up every night because this is her prized possession right here. This play that she's putting together. Cassie comes home and she's like, hey, did you lose weight? And of course, Cassie is getting defensive. Why? Does it look like it? Well, you have to remember, one of the characters in the play is called Gracie. Gracie is based off of Cassie. So she's watching all these people try out for that role, and everything they're saying is exactly what Cassie says every night at the house. Nate's getting a present together for his girl Maddy. It's her birthday. And in comes Kyle. Now you see his head is wrapped up. That's because last week when he went to Fez's house, Ashtray put that shotgun on him 6 or 7 times. Bink, bink, bink. And you see Kyle over here drinking. And he's telling his son, hey, cheers. So you can tell at this moment, Kyle isn't who he normally is. When we see him, he's usually on top of his game. He's a weirdo. Let's not gloss over that. He's a weirdo, and the things he does is sickening. But him drinking like this, we know he's up to something. As he walks out of the kitchen, you hear Nate say, wear a seatbelt. He's drinking. He got a bottle in his hand talking about, I'll be back. Oh, and thanks, Dad, for telling me to wear a seatbelt. He ain't trying to hear none of that. Cal got this liquor. Cal about to act a fool. Jules and Elliot, they been getting close. Rue shows up. And it's like, okay, what are we going to do here? Because Rue and Jules, they're dating. Now, you hear Rue say she needs to go to the bathroom. That's because she's going in there to do some drugs. While she's in there, Jules and Elliot, they get to kissing. And I'm like, man, what is going on here? But hey, it is what it is. When she comes back, he goes in there. And instead of doing the drugs that's up under the cup that Rue set up for him, because that's the signal, go to the bathroom, do the drugs, he blows it off. And when he comes back, these two, they're all hugged up. Now you can see everyone is, okay, I kind of like this person, but I like this person, but I like this person, even though they like this person. It's all confusing in this place. But they do a truth or dare when he comes back. And the dare is to kiss Rue for 10 seconds. They do that and they want to see, Jules, are you jealous? She's like, nah. Then the next dare is for Elliot to lick Jules on the belly button on up. I'm like, man, look, y'all got to go home. Y'all not about to be at my house doing all this weirdo shit. But then again, this is some white people shit. Back at Cassie and Lexi's house, we got the party going. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. You know what I'm saying? I used to vibe out to that when I was a lowercase G. But now that I'm a big G, I do recaps on TV. They even got the cool ass mama down there twerking in the living room. I would have pulled up like, hey mama, what's going on? Yeah, stripper man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We know Kat, she's been going through her self-progression and being who she is. But also she's felt like she doesn't really like Ethan how he likes her. You hear her say, I can't stand her. Now Maddy, she's trying to have a good time for her birthday party. She's like, I want you to dance with me. But she takes time out to listen to what Kat has to say. Kat doesn't know what she wants to do. She doesn't like Ethan like that. She likes him as a person, but she doesn't love him to the same level. And she's still confused on what she needs to do moving forward. Since they were at the house, Elliot was saying, shit, we're going to be doing all this. Let's go steal some liquor. So they go down to the liquor store. They hop out. Rue just stays in the car. It would have just been easier to go to wherever Fez was, because Fez would just sell us some liquor. We wouldn't have to rob it. We could just go in there, hey Fez, let me get that, and we could be up out of here. But they come in here and they steal some stuff. Elliot, he distracts the guy that's working. Jules goes in the back. She steals some White Claws. Now the guy's like, hey man, what's going on, man? Get back here. I would have just stood in front of the door. Neither one of them would have made it out of here. As they drive off, he went back there and got a bat, came out, bow, broke the passenger window. So now you guys stole a box of White Claw for about $16, $20, but you had to spend $69 to get this damn window fixed. You just wasted money stealing some liquor. That's why you can tell these are kids and they were under the influence of drugs. This plan was not good from the get-go. They were better off trying to see if he was selling some liquor. Cassie, she's stressing out. She done killed a couple of drinks and she's been asking, is Nate still coming over? Because she wants to see him. You know how she gets around him. He shows up and he asks, oh, is Maddy here? This is Cassie's house. He came for her birthday party and was like, okay, Cassie, let me in. Let me go talk to Maddy. Now, our boy Cal, you remember when they showed his background and growing up, he had that Jeep with the tops off. He goes out there and now he's living his glory days again. You know he's been drinking. He hops on the, I don't know if it's a highway or a little expressway, but him and his son, they're known to do 100 miles per hour. He's hopping out here, swerving in between lanes, got the head wrapped up. You know, I'd be looking like, damn, there go Kyle. I ain't saying nothing. Nate delivers his gift to Maddy, and guess who's in the corner watching? Cassie with another drink. She's over here look like she all sweaty and stuff. Her mom was like, are you all right? She says, yeah, I'm good, Mom, I'm good. Like, I don't know, man, you sweating a little too hard. We got the AC on. We ain't poor, you know, it ain't hot in here. You might need to slow down on that drinking. While they're riding back from the store, Rue's in the back seat and she's drinking. And they're saying, what are you drinking for? You're not even a drinker. She's like, yeah, I know, it's just one drink. But she wants to go home. And you hear Jules saying, why? Why do you want to go home? If somebody wants to go home, just take them home. There shouldn't be no questioning back and forth. Damn, okay, Rue look a little out of it. Maybe we should get her back to the house. We already know how she get. And this don't look like she's on just no liquor. Not like this. No, you know she's under the influence. But she wants to go home. There's a lot going on. Cassie sees this, so what does she do? She goes upstairs and puts on a bathing suit because she wants to show off her body for Nate while he's in there. Even though Maddy's here, she wants Nate to see what he's missing out on because she's scary. She's dangerous, y'all. Y'all heard her. You remember in Kyle's episode where him and his best friend, boyfriend, they went to the little bar, beer, pool, and dancing? That's where he heads back. And he's in the same Jeep he used to take back then. I told you, reliving them glory days. Head straight to the bar. He gets a cigarette. Hey, you got a lighter, bro? Okay, thank you. He lights up. He gets that Jack Daniels straight. Pause. Man, it's about to be a good night for Cal. He goes over to the jukebox machine, you know, pick out his favorite song. And like I said, he's reliving them teenage days. It's been a while since he's been here. He said 25 years since he been back. Now Kyle's thinking back about when he was up there for that last time. And then we got Cassie in the house drinking a whole bottle. The mama just chilling, smoking a cigarette on the couch. She ain't really giving a damn. As long as they in the house, okay, let's have fun. I still don't know where any of the parents are to these kids. Elliot and Jules, they drop off Rue because she wants to go home. Jules comes back to Elliot's house. I would have told both, hey, we're going to drop everybody off. I'm going home for once and just stay by myself if I'm Elliot. Like, it's not a sleepover every single night. But Jules comes here and you guys can already know where this is probably going to lead because Jules asks, can I take a shower? I'm like, man, take your ass home and go take a shower. Rue, high as hell. She goes home and she's just sitting there in front of the bed and she starts thinking about everything that's going on. You remember her and G, they were arguing because G wants her to stay off drugs. Just do marijuana if that's what you need to cope with things. But you go a little too hard on the drugs. Now everybody's getting in the hot tub for Maddy's birthday. And they even tell Nate to get in there. And he's thinking, nah, I don't want to do this. That's because him and Maddy, they aren't together, but they're together. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that on and off moment. Now, Cassie, she actually gets in here, and Maddy already told Nate that, yeah, when she drinks, she gets messed up. Now, they bring up, are Nate and Maddy together? And Nate says, no, we're not. Maddy gets upset with this and says, why did you answer that so fast? It's like you already had that plan to say we weren't together. Well, y'all aren't together. She's just making up an argument. It's her birthday, so she's thinking, I'm in charge. I'm about to do whatever I want here. Nate, we gonna be back together. Nate's like, nah, we aren't together. And Cassie's sitting there like, oh. Now Maddy's going in because she's still trying to claim her territory over Nate. After they just said they weren't together, she's saying, well, why'd you say you love me? Why'd you say you wanted to be with me? Why you say you want me to have your kids? And as soon as she says that, you see Cassie start to throw up. She heard I have kids. Oh my God, Nate, I thought it was going to be us. You just told me you loved me too. Now you see her mama trying to pull her out. She's like, help, somebody help. Because she's over here just dead weight, flopped in the damn hot tub. I'm like, hey, man, if you don't get your ass about this hot tub. This is the episode that Kyle became one of the funniest guys on here. At the bar, he's starting to reminisce about being younger. And the guy that he's dancing with is like, hey, man, are you crying? And he starts to tackle him and wrestle because that's what he used to do growing up. He was a wrestler. Now security comes in here. He got one dude on the ground holding him by the leg. They're like, you want to wrestle? He takes his shirt off. Come on, let's wrestle, man. I was a state champion. Come on, man, let's wrestle. Like, hey, Kyle, the dude at the bar said, I told you 10 times no wrestling. That means Kyle be coming up here drinking, getting drunk, and just trying to wrestle everybody. Kyle, if you don't get your ass up out of here. They didn't carry his ass up outside. He grabbed a disco ball talking about, it's time to party. He outside. He yelling, trying to get back in. He still ain't got no shirt on. You remember the guy that went with Fez to go talk to Laura on New Year's because they needed to meet a new connect? The one that Ashtray hit in the nose with a hammer? Well, he comes over and he tells Fez that the guy they killed, his baby mama, she's starting to ask questions. And Fez is like, damn. What are we going to do now? Because he's missing. They cut him out and they went straight to the plug. Things ain't going to add up. This only means trouble. Rue pops some more of the drugs that she had up under the bed. And now she's thinking. She's going into a church and she sees all of her friends. It's kind of like this is her funeral and she's walking into it. Because you heard what Ali told her. You're playing a game begging to die. So she comes in, they're singing and everything. And it's making her realize about what's going on if she stays on the path that she's on with drugs. She starts thinking of her father and saying that he doesn't know her, but he's letting her know that I'm always with you. Even though he's gone, he's going to always be there with you. But that's these drugs. All that emotion built up. On top of that, you got pills in your system. Yeah, man, you're going to get really emotional and you're going to start to hallucinate. And you see her in the room standing up by herself, just high as hell, rocking like she's hugging somebody. I know her mama's like, man, come on every night, Rue. But her mom ain't even checking on her like that. There's no way I'm letting Rue, a recovering addict, out of the house to hang out all night. You're going to come home from school and you're going to stay here till it's time to go to school, unless it's a family outing. Kyle comes home after a long night of drinking. And when he gets in the house, right when he comes into the foyer, he pulls out his stuff and he starts peeing and he's going around in circles. Now his wife Marsha comes out and she's like, what the hell are you doing? Now the whole family, they come out and they're saying, what is dad doing? What are you doing down there, dad? And now he goes on a spiel of saying he feels like he's lonely. Because everything that he's doing for the family, they're doing other things. And he starts to expose each and every one of them. He first tells them all that he is a man. He's going to eat what he kills, meaning he's going to have sex with men, women, trans. It doesn't matter to him. He's going to do that and he's going to have a time of his life doing it. But then he goes in and saying he does all this. And the reason he feels lonely is because Marsha, she's been actually writing somebody and flirting on Facebook. So this whole time she had that good girl image. She was hot when they grew up. He admits that. But she's been involved with someone else. Have they been doing anything? We don't know at this point. Just knows that she's been flirting and writing a camp counselor. I guess that's who he was. After the mom, the oldest son gets it. He says, don't come at me like that because I seen your internet browsing and the stuff that you look on there. I'm not going to say it on YouTube because we'll probably get flagged, but it's some horrible stuff on there. I'm talking GBs and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Urinating on people. He's like, yeah, you're just as disgusting as me. But the biggest regret isn't the life that I'm living, the double life that I'm living. That biggest regret he has is having his son, Nathaniel, Nathan, whatever you want to call him, Nate, because he doesn't know anything about him. But he also knows that he's covering up a lot of stuff. Because what did he hear from Fez? That he was also feeling Jules. Now, we've seen that he was doing this to try to get his dad out of some trouble, but he has a lot of stuff that he's covering up. Kyle gets his stuff and he says, you know what? I'll see y'all later. At the end of the episode, we see everyone trying to figure out their different demons and problems that they have. We see Kate riding with Ethan, even though she doesn't like him. We got Maddy in the pool just swimming. Nate's looking out the window trying to figure out what his dad is on. Cassie's here surrounded by the flowers because she can't get close enough to Nate. It's crazy, man. There you go, episode 4, Euphoria. Let me know what you think is going to happen between Kyle and his family, and also is Rue ever going to pay back them drugs, or is she just going to use them all by herself? Let me know what you guys think. I'm MoedotJ. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Demie on the beat, boy.